Nudavara stronger to you this year?
Yes.
Watch him sometime in one-on-one play, and I know that was kind of a weakness last year. He seems to be holding his own much better this season.
The two games he's come back and played since his injury, that's what's been most impressive to me is his defending. And we know what he can do, his strength as far as moving a puck, his legs and all, but he's defended very well. Yeah, so he's maturing and he's getting stronger. He does the work in the gym. So he keeps on getting better and better in that area.
I mean, earned a spot in the lineup pretty
What's
much.
that?
Has he earned a spot in the lineup right now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ever since you got here, you talked about the guys owning the room. With the recent veterans who were added to this team, is this what you envision the room would be like now, or is there still room to grow in there?
Oh, yeah, we still got to grow. There's still a lot of you think you've grown enough, and people are passing you by as teams and organizations. So great additions at the deadline, not only what they're doing on the ice, but just how they handle themselves on the bench and in the room. I don't think they're trying to take over the room. They just add a little bit here and there. Yeah, so it's for a very young team through most of the year. We've added some veteran help, and it's helped us at a key time of the year.
When you scratched Cam back in whenever, October, November, you said he needed to be an important part of this if you guys are going to make. Do you see that over the past couple of weeks that he has become an important part of this?
Yeah. You just see, you notice him more. Even when I thought he was playing better, you still didn't notice him the way you're supposed to notice him. I think that's what's coming out now. When I notice Cam, it's him darting, it's him bringing pucks to the net. It's just his quickness. I think he's a quicker player right now than he was earlier. Now, you got to respect the fact he has a broken ankle, and maybe that, and I know that was affecting him at a certain time. I think he has found himself. I think he's pretty excited and doesn't want to be moved off of that line. He enjoys playing with those two guys, so I think there's a lot of things that come into him playing better at a very important time of the year, obviously.
That speed and quickness and, like you say, jumping into holes and stuff like that, is that the biggest reason for him working this time with Panarin? Because earlier in the year he was with Panarin a little bit, and it wasn't really clicking, wasn't really working.
Yeah, remember when we started the year, on paper, I'm looking at Wenberg. I even told you guys I'm going to try to marry those guys, I think. And it was ugly for me right from the get-go, him, Wenny, and Panarin. I just think it just works right now. It worked with Andy. When Andy comes back, you never know where it all goes. I'm always keeping a close eye on when lines go stale, and maybe you move something around and see if something sparks something somewhere else. I like what the lines are doing right now, and I hope it'll continue.
Is there a message right now to Ryan Murray? He hasn't played the last two games. Is there anything that he needs to work on to get back in, or
just play better? I mean, as I told them and I told you guys, I'm not spending much time in this part of the year explaining things. I explained the depth chart right after the trading deadline to the team as far as where everybody stood, and but there's healthy competition right on through. We make decisions based on your play, and there's just no more time for conversation. That goes through the year as you're teaching your concept and you're trying to get a guy going. Not now. And so there's competition, and to me it's healthy.
You were saying the other day you felt Vanek's game coming. Last night he just seemed to be, I think he only had one assist, but he just seemed to be around the puck all night.
10 shot attempts. I think 4 got to the net, 10 shot attempts. We showed a clip just this morning before we went on the ice when we were showing some video of him on Jen's goal. You can see him take 2 looks before the puck even comes to him. He's knowing where that pass is going to 5 feet before it gets to his stick. And that's why that play works, because he makes a quick play to Jack, and Jack makes a hell of a play to Jen. So you can see him anticipating his next play, and that's what he brings. He's got some experience.
Yeah, Nick was saying that he's one of the smartest guys he's been around as far as being willing to also share it with some of the other players, as my experiences. And hey, if you just do this one little thing coming down the side, you might find my organized. Have you seen that?
Yeah. And I'm not privy to all the conversations on the bench, but I do watch the bench, and I see him talking all the time. I am privy to when things are getting a little wild in the game, a momentum swing. Thomas is the one that's talking there too, as far as just settle ourselves down. And so they have. It's been a good mix right now as far as those 3 guys coming in into our lineup and helping a young team.
John, Norris is a word you've started to use around here as far as the trophy. Not so much Seth specifically, but how does one evaluate the best defenseman in the league in your mind?
Yeah, you got to ask the league that. I'm not sure who votes on the trophies. Who does vote on the trophies? Is it you guys?
No, we might vote on
Well, there you go, right there. It screws it up right there.
You're
So,
one of us.
yeah.
How would you evaluate the best
to
defenseman?
me, and I don't know I'm not a big award guy, but to me, if you're the best defenseman, it's not just numbers, it's defending. It's being put in key situations and coming through. It's leadership. That's what it is. I think sometimes, at least I think the way you guys think, if it's big numbers, you're a Norris candidate.
Right.
Jonesy has big numbers, but which is great for us. I think we're second in the league now as far as our D and offense. That's because that's where you have to develop your offense. But to me, the most impressive part of Jonesy is him getting us out of the end zone. His stick, his long body, him taking time and space away. It's the play away from the puck and defending underneath the hash. So I look at it as a complete player in that position. That's what I define it as, but who knows what you guys do.
Should there be more awards specifically for defensemen? Are there different aspects of how a defenseman can play, I guess I'm asking?
Oh, sure.
Should be acknowledged as best of or
Yeah.
elite in?
Obviously, you can look at the offensive defenseman, and then you look at the defenseman as just a stay-at-home, shutdown guy. Now, I don't know if you start coming up with different awards. A shutdown guy, I don't know, but I just think if you're going to be involved in those type of categories as far as being mentioned, I think it needs to be the complete player on both sides of the puck, not just with the puck.